All right, welcome back to another episode of Bourbon and Ash. This week, we've got a new bourbon available, just dropped in the state of Kansas. I have never heard of this product. It's a newer distillery, and I'm excited because it's a 4-grain.
It is.
Tell us a little bit about it.
So this is Deerhammer. This comes out of Colorado, Buena Vista. Buena Vista is south of Breckenridge, a little southeast. They're a grain to glass distillate. So they're aging all of their product. They're distilling there in Buena Vista. They source all of their grains from the Four Corners of the state area. They're using a char 2 on their...
A toasted number 2
A toasted number 2 char. Mm-hmm. It's a toasted.
Not a char.
Right.
It is a char, but it says toasted number 2 char.
Okay,
so they toast it
first
and then they char
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the mash bill on that?
The mash bill is 70% corn, 16 oats, 9% wheat, and 5% caramel malt.
That is the one that I have not.
Very unique.
So the caramel malt, I have had it in some of the scotch. Some of the scotch has the caramel malt, but I have not had a bourbon that has, at least that I didn't know.
Yeah.
If I did, I don't know, but it's undisclosed one.
Yeah.
It's a traditional sour mash, and it is 4 days of open air fermentation, and it's distilled pot or double pot still distillation.
They are new to Kansas. That's why we're trying it out. Hopefully we could give it a good review.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. There we go.
All right, well, so while he's pouring, just a friendly reminder, if you guys are enjoying our content, you know, we appreciate any positive feedback. Please remember to hit that like and that subscribe. Share our channel. Get it out there. Let people know that we're reviewing bourbons and not just your typical mom and pop Kentucky bourbons, but we're trying to relegate a lot of distilleries in other states.
Expanding.
And, we've done, of course, the Breckenridge in Colorado, and now we've done the new one in Buena Vista by that's Deerhammer. So we're excited to try it. Looks like I got about 4 shots here, so if I can make it through this episode,
you're gonna be okay.
I'll be okay.
Oh, wow!
A little perfume.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
Here's to you guys. We appreciate the time that you take to watch our videos.
Para Dios, tu familia, y tus amigos. Salud.
Salud. Oh.
Oh.
It smells amazing.
Okay.
Sweet caramel.
Yeah. A little bit of pepper in there, little spices.
Yeah. A lot of caramel, a lot of vanilla.
Yeah.
I do get some sort of
Just like a
little banana bread. A little banana, a little like nutmeg. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely the baking spices.
Wow.
Which is interesting because rye wasn't on the list, was it?
No.
And that's
No.
usually.
Oats or
Oh wow.
caramel malt and
Is it spicy?
Should we put it down?
I'm slightly concerned.
Okay.
You scared us. Okay. All right. So
This is a 4-grain, and so you're gonna get a ton of flavor.
Right.
And I am picking up all that
Heat.
no the
plethora of flavors.
Plethora of the
notes.
of the chocolate.
Of the chocolate.
chocolate.
Really? All right.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
right.
This is
chocolate.
all right. Here we go.
Caramel. Wasn't it caramel?
No, I'm picking up a ton of chocolate.
But is it hot? I mean, the way
It's warm.
the way you reacted.
Ooh. It's warm. I wouldn't say hot. It's warm on the palate.
Ooh.
It's got a Colorado hug.
It's
It dies
so
away really
acclimated.
quick.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
it doesn't
it
have a
like
long finish.
stopped.
It's right
Right
there,
there.
right at the
Yeah.
back of your throat.
It's at the top.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
barely swallowed and it was just the heat was gone. Yeah.
Oof. No, I'm 100% with you. There is a lot of taste. There is that chocolate.
that's
There is
chocolate.
that vanilla. There's
Wow.
right?
Wow.
I don't
This
think
is
I've ever had a bourbon that had that flavor.
Well, this has oats in it, and we're usually used to oats and wheat, and we're usually used to rye and
Wheat,
malted barley.
malted barley.
And this has caramel malt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
it's-
oats, which
Yeah, I've
Is
never
that
had
what
one
gives
with
it
oats.
that chocolate? 'Cause I'm not.
It is really.
I think it's the wheat that gives it a little bit of heat. Because remember we
the
tasted
wheat
the
can
wheat
give
in-
you some of that spice.
Yes.
It can, depending on what type of wheat.
I don't know if I like it or if I love it. I'm not sure. It's kind of in between there. It's because it's so unique.
There's
I've
is.
never had that
It is.
flavor.
Yes or no?
So I don't know. I don't know if I should like.
Oh my! Ooh.
Trisha's telling me I gotta
You gotta
pick. I gotta
choose.
pick. Okay, it's not. I'm not saying it's 7.5 or 7.4. I'm gonna say, based off the uniqueness of the sweetness and the smell, and then of course that palate and that finish, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 just because it's so unique. I don't know if, and again, the 8.5 is based on it being so unique. I don't know that I necessarily love it, but it's just so
Different.
so
Enticing.
unique.
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree with you.
I don't know.
100%.
Yeah, it's strange. It's an 8.5 because it's good, but I don't know how
It
to explain it. I
doesn't-
love it, but it's unique.
I think so. In my mind, again, this is just my personal experience with it right now. Is I feel that number one, it is very unique. Number two, it just doesn't fall into the profile of the bourbons that we're used to. So we've got kind of this spectrum of what we are used to having as bourbons, and this is really good. However, if you line it up with a bourbon, it doesn't really line up with a bourbon profile, right? So we know kind of like the spicy and then the heat and all that, but this one it's very different. It is very different. It is good, but I don't think it goes down that line of like bourbon. Like this is, I think if I had a blind tasting, I would probably not think of it as a bourbon.
I 100% agree. If you gave me this in a blind test,
Yeah.
I would say that this is a finished bourbon or this is a whiskey, not a bourbon.
Yeah.
It's got too many unique flavors. Those oats, that 16% oats is really throwing me off. And I've had 4 grain. So I don't know if it's a combination of the 70 corn with the 16 oats that's really just
Well, I think
bringing
the
that flavor
oats.
out.
I think the oats are really
unique.
putting it. Yeah, it's making this very unique. It's not super hot.
And you'll have to try this for yourself. This is 88 proof. We haven't already said that. I'm kind of curious. I gave it an 8.5 just based off the uniqueness. What is the MSRP on this bottle?
$59.99.
Okay,
Wow.
so it's under $60.
It is.
Fascinating. What's your rating?
My rating would be an 8.5.
Okay.
I would give it an 8.5 just because it is unique.
What do you think?
So it doesn't have the traditional bourbon, which you expect when you crack it open. So I'm trying to decide if I like that or not.
It's unique. That's what I mean. It's so
very
unique.
Yeah.
It is.
So I don't actually know what I want to give this. So I was hoping you would ask Trish next.
Okay.
Okay, we'll come back to
Come
you.
back to you.
We'll come
I'm
back
gonna
to
give
you.
it a 9.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, she didn't even have to think about that.
Thought
Wow.
about it, but
You thought about
after
it.
a couple sips.
After a couple
one,
sips.
it is completely different from what we've tasted. Two, it I think it's the oats is what's so different. It's got a little bit of heat, which I do like. I like some of the spiciness. And I think that comes from the wheat. So, and I don't know what the caramel malt is. I think it just adds probably the caramel to it because I do have a caramel taste. But there's a whole lot going on in it. It's very different. I love the fact that we're trying a bourbon that's not in Kentucky because we try so many from Kentucky. And it just goes to show that throughout the entire U.S., you can make good bourbon.
I think I do like it now that I've gotten a couple drinks in. It's not the flavor profile I was even remotely close to expecting. But yeah, an 8. Eight's a good number for it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I think it's time to go and visit them now.
No, hey, Deerhammer, hook us up. Maybe we'll do a B&A barrel pick and bring this back to Kansas because, again, if somebody's looking for something unique in a private barrel pick, or just
And for a good price.
product for the price, absolutely. I think just again, I can't reiterate enough the uniqueness and the tastes of the profile that I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. So there you have it. Another one from B&A. And as always,
Please drink
drink
responsibly.
responsibly.